All right, welcome to practice, everyone. For the last 9 weeks, we've been doing the same thing on a Monday. So even if you're not familiar with it, you'll be able to pick it up today. It's a series of 12 forms called Yi Jinjin, which stands for muscle and tendon strengthening. So you might find this a little bit different to some of the other Qigong forms, but all the same theory always with Qigong. Let's start today's practice. Just feet heavy into the ground. You might like to roll and round and find all four corners of the toes, the heel, the ball of the foot. And just give yourself as much time as you need to arrive into this idea of practice. Whatever we practice grows stronger. So if we're rushing around busy all year, then that will be how we are, what we become. But if we come to the mat and show ourselves the pattern of stillness and quiet and deep listening, then maybe that is what we will become. In the Upanishads, the ancient yoga text, it tells us that our thoughts become our words become our actions become our habits become our character, and then last of all, our character becomes our destiny. So everything starts with this busyness of thought. So you might like to just find your next breath. Just follow the breath. Not trying to change it, just see if you can find the shape of your breath on this day. In and out. You might start to notice some of the qualities of your breath. Maybe how deep it is in the belly or high in the chest. Maybe whether it feels fast or slow. You might even be holding the breath a little or feeling it be a little scattered. Whatever it is, just let it be without any judgment, any analysis, just noticing. And then I invite you to just see if you can bring your attention to a little pause in between your breaths. So we inhale. And before we exhale, we just pause and just wait until the breath naturally sighs out. And you might even pause before your next breath comes in. So we're just bringing our attention just to that space in between each breath. And just scan through the body and notice how you feel on this day. Start of a new week, even though we're winding down the year. Just notice where there might be any points in the body where energy feels trapped or tense, or maybe not flowing as you would like it to. Little bits of tightness or tension. It might be hips, it might be shoulders, it might be the neck. Wherever it might be, take your next breath and send it to that spot. And when you're ready, we'll turn our palms forward. Just roll the thumbs as wide as you can. We'll take a breath in and lift our arms wide and high. And when we get to the top of the breath, turn the palms and sigh out. Sinking into the heels, shoulders heavy. Might feel a little micro bend in your knees. emptying everything out. And when you're ready to, take another breath, lifting up. And letting go. And one more time, just in your own breath. All right, we'll start today by bringing our palms together at heart center. Bring your elbows wide. You might take them a little higher than feels natural. Palm pressing into palm. You might press into each finger. Feel the heel of your palm, the part underneath your knuckles. Let's take a breath in together. As we sigh out, turn your chin to the side. And then inhale to come back to the middle. And then turn the other way as you sigh out. Make sure your palms keep pressing into one another. Shoulders stay heavy. You might just gently look off into the distance behind the body. Just follow each breath. Movement in sync with the breath. And one more side. And we'll bring our palms down. Let's take our right ear down towards the right shoulder. Just sigh it out, let it go. Keep that shoulder heavy if you can. Roll the chin into the chest. We'll come up halfway. And then drop the ear down again. And see if you can find just a fluid, slow motion, no jerking, no twisting. Just letting the neck slowly open out, maybe noticing little points of tension or tightness. And you might like to change direction, come back the other way. Let's meet back in the center. Take a breath in. Left ear to left shoulder. Sink that shoulder as low as you can. Roll the chin into the chest. Come up halfway. And just keep going in these small circles. You might change direction again. And we'll come back to the center. Let's roll our shoulders. As you roll the shoulders, you might like to turn the hands all the way out and back. Maybe changing directions. Let's take one arm up and one arm down, and we'll just slowly pulse behind the body. Switch sides. Let's do one more each side. And then this time we're going to take both elbows wide. Big breath in. And then wrap your arms around the body, maybe find the shoulder behind. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug around. Let's do two more times. And we'll drop the arms down. Just shake out arms, shake out legs. Let's take one heel and step out. Just drop the weight in the back of the body. We'll take one hand in opposite elbow, lean back. Make sure the weight is right in the back of the body so there's no pressure on your knee. Take a breath here. You might keep your chin up. Slowly lifting up and stepping back. Let's try the other side. Heel presses into the mat. Lean back. Keep that back straight. And slowly coming back up. We'll take our hands to our hips and roll through the hips. Let's maybe change directions. Let's bring our feet together, inside of our knees touching. You might like to just cup the knees and take some very small circles, just the size of a golf ball or tennis ball. Let's slowly come up. We'll step our feet hip width apart. We'll lift one ankle and just roll the ankle. And then switch to the other side. Might do a little bit of balance work today. Let's take our arms in front of the body and we'll just lift up and let go. So just make sure you've got the rhythm of your breath. Weight is in the heels. Might tuck in your chin a little. Spine is long and straight. And whenever you feel ready, just float up one of your legs. So shift your weight onto a standing leg, float the leg up, and sigh out. You might like to lean on a chair or against the wall. Take your time, making sure you shift your head over the standing leg. Feel your body move into center. Either side that you're lifting up. And often when we balance, we hold our breath or we draw attention into the body. What we're looking for here is fluidity and flow. So we lift up to breathe in and we sink down to sigh out. And if you wobble or lose balance, that's okay. Just notice where your mind's taking you. You might just invite it back to the breath, back to the movement, back to that feeling of grounding underneath the feet. And we'll just do one more. And arms come back by the side of the body. Take a few moments in stillness. Just let your arms hang down. You might shake them out a little. Fingers are slightly apart. So we'll run through the 12 forms of Yi Jinjin. Let's take a breath in. Sigh out. And when you're ready, we'll draw the hands towards the body. And then we let go and let the hands come down towards the mid part of the body. So inhale, drawing energy in. And the exhale is a kind of storing of energy that we need for these forms, for our day, for our life. When we look after ourselves and find our flow, find our energy, we're more of service to the people around us who need us. So if you find yourself drifting off into things you need to do or achieve or attend to, or people that might be waiting on you. Just remind yourself that this sense of preparation before action gives you the clarity to move with ease and effortlessness throughout the day. The second form, we draw energy in. And this time we push out to the side. Inhale. And exhale. You might feel your palms flexing and going in both directions. Inhale. Exhale. Roll into the heels. Keep that weight heavy into the back of the body. And the third form, we draw the energy in. And this time we turn the palms up and we sigh out as we push up. Inhale. And exhale. You might notice this feeling of drawing energy in, and as you push up, you're also pressing through the toes, pressing through the heels, so energy is moving in both directions. And we'll take our arms out by the side this time. The fourth form, we take our left hand to our lumbar spine. Right hand, take a breath in and lift up high behind the body, twisting and looking up. Sigh out as we take that hand across the sky, keeping our eyes on the fingers. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, sinking down. Now keep that sigh out as you switch hands. Empty out. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale across the sky. Don't worry if you get confused side to side, just trust your body's intuition. Inhale to the center, exhale, empty out. Once again, we switch hands, emptying everything. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting, turning. Inhale, back to the center and sinking down. Switching sides. Inhale, lifting up. And sigh out. Inhale, back to the middle. And letting go. The next form, the fifth form, we step our left foot behind and just float the arms, one in front, one behind the body. Bend that front knee. Inhale, we're going to bring our back hand to our lumbar spine, front hand to shoulder, turning the spine, and then exhale, twisting back, opening out. Inhale, draw energy right into the body. Exhale, feel like you're softening, pressing through the feet. See if you can find that flow of energy coming in. And then slowly opening out, letting everything soften and release. Let's step that left foot forward. We'll switch sides. Same stance on the opposite side. Just turn your palms up, let your shoulders be heavy. When you're ready, inhale, drawing in and letting go. One more time. Step that back leg forward. And just bring the feet underneath the hips. Let's draw energy into the body again. As we sigh out, press the hands forward. Drop the weight in the back of the body. Doesn't matter how low you come down. Inhale, pressing through the feet, lift back up. And exhale, take the hands behind. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, pressing out. Press through the toes, the heels. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale, push behind. One more time. And bring the hands back to the body. We'll take our left hand back to the lumbar spine. Just rest the knuckles there. Right hand behind the head, elbow wide and high. Take a breath in and turn and look back to the top of the elbow. As we sigh out, draw that elbow across the body. You might bend your knees a little. Just roll that top shoulder back. That's it. Inhale to come back up. Take the arms wide and then sigh out. Switch sides. Right hand to the spine, left hand behind the head. Inhale, a twist. Exhale to take the shoulder down. Roll that top shoulder back as far as you can. Inhale to come back up. Extend the arms wide and sinking down. Inhale. And exhale. This one's called something like 9 ghost drawing swords. You might like to imagine 2 swords behind your back, one in each hand if you like. Sigh out. Inhale. Exhale. Take a breath in, extend the arms wide as you come back to center. Sink down. All right, let's step out into a horse stance. Take our feet a little wider than hips, bend the knees a little. We're going to extend our arms wide. Take a breath in. As we sigh out, turn the palms down, drop the weight into the back of the body. Inhale, press through the feet, lift up. Exhale, sink down. This is a strong form. Just see how you go. It doesn't matter how low you get. One more time. And we'll slowly push back up, step back. And just might shake it out a little bit. 8 forms in, 4 more to go. This form, we're going to take our hand and bring that sort of claw feeling into the hand. This is a dragon form. We're going to push it across the body. Pause the breath to bring the hand down. Scan the floor. Inhale to lift back up. And same on the other side. Press past the ear, across the body. Pause the breath. Let the head be heavy. We're inhaling to come up and then pushing past the ear. So you want to feel twist through the spine. And the scanning of the earth motion is while we're pausing the breath. Just notice that feeling of stillness in between the breaths. And slowly come back up. And bring the arms back by the side. Next form is a dragon form. We'll step to the side. We're going to draw energy into the body. As we push out, let it go. Inhale, lifting back. Sighing out, pressing forward. One more time. This time we're going to come all the way down to the ground if we can. You can welcome to stay up if you prefer. You might drop the back knee, lift the head. And then sigh out, press back. Press through the feet to come up. Shift our feet back under the hips. And we'll switch to the other side. This time maybe all the way down. Inhale, lifting the head. Exhale, lift back up, press through the feet. Stepping back and sighing out. One more each side. Let it all go. Drop that back knee, lifting up. Sigh out. Just take your weight back into the body as you press up. And one last time. You might feel your body wave with the breath. Pressing back up and stepping back. Shake it out a little bit. Let's take our arms wide, hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers. And you might just allow your thumbs to knock against those bones at the base of the skull. This is our gallbladder 20 point. Take a breath in, and as we sigh out, keep the back straight and just take the head forward, pressing through the feet. And then we'll inhale to lift back up, press through the feet to come back up. And sigh out. Shoulders heavy. Inhaling again. Exhale. Let's come down as far as works for your body. Inhale to lift back up. Letting go. One more time. And arms come wide and heavy. Final form, draw energy into the body, just like at the start. This time when we sigh out, we're going to take our hands all the way down. Just let your head be heavy again. In the pause of the breath, you might scan a little side and then the other side, just letting your head be like a rag doll. Come back to the center, take a breath in when it comes, pressing through the feet. And then sighing out, storing that new energy in the body. Inhale, letting go. Roll from side to side. Inhale to come up. Sinking down. Might do a couple more. Just find your own rhythm with your breath. And when you're ready, just take the hand down to this mid part of our body, our center of gravity, our dantian. Let your shoulders be heavy. You might just find your next breath and follow it all the way. Give it as much time as it needs. You might like to scan through your body, just noticing how you feel after just half an hour of this qigong, this energy work. Today, strengthening muscles, strengthening tendons. You might like to take attention below the toes, the heels. Just notice if you feel a little more solid, a little more connected. Not just to the earth, but to all of life around you, nature, animals, people. Maybe introduce a little cheeky smile to the corners of your mouth. Just noticing what it feels like to soften and relax all the muscles in the face. And if it feels appropriate, you might like to say, I have arrived. This is my destination. Let's bring our hands by the side of the body. We'll just tap across the chest. Finish practice today. We'll just work along some of these meridian lines of the body. Let's come down one arm. Might use knuckles or just knock with the flat part of the hand. Turning the palm over, just trace back up the outside of the arm. Shoulder, the neck. Just come back across the chest. Maybe a little down the sternum. Across the other arm. Just trace down that arm as well. Turn the hand over and you might like to just rub around the side of the glutes, the back of where the kidneys are. And when you're ready, just knock down the side of the legs, the hips, outside of the knees. Just drop your head down. And when you get to the ankles, just rub around the ankles, important bladder meridian points. Whenever you feel ready, knock up the inside line of the leg, our kidney, our liver, our spleen lines. When you come up to stand, you might like to just let the arms be free. Hips, knees, toes all staying forward. Just let that twist happen in the mid part of your spine. You might like to take this swing a little higher, connect with one point just under the collarbone, inside the shoulder. And slowly letting your arms come back by the side of the body. Let's bring our palms to heart center. We'll finish today with the Buddhist meditation of the 5 remembrances. You might like to say any of these along to yourself if they connect with you. This is something that monks do every day. It's part of their morning routine and something I like to do at the start of a week. Number 1, just like everybody else, I am of the nature to get old. And there is no way to escape getting older. Second remembrance, just like everybody else, I am of the nature to occasionally become ill. And there is no way to escape illness. The third daily remembrance, just like everybody else, I am of the nature to die. Everything that is born will die, and there is no way to escape death. The fourth remembrance, everything that I care about, everything that I'm connected to, is of the nature to become separate from me, and there is no way to escape this separation. And the final remembrance, my actions are my only true belongings. They are the ground on which I stand. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. My actions are my only true belongings. They are the ground on which I stand. So you might like to use the energy of this practice to make an intention now, an intention for the day or the week ahead, whatever it might be. May it be your intention and your action, your only true belongings. Let's bring our hands together, just create a little heat. And maybe bring the palms up to the face. Take a breath or two here. And we'll join our palms together and bow to each other, always acknowledging shared energy of coming to the mat each time we do.
Thanks, Rich.
All right.